Welcome to Keeping It Real with Everyday People. We're here with April. And again, she's our special guest, and she's going to tell us about her journey, whole food plant based. And we just hope that you enjoy. So thank you and welcome, April.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry and Angel. It's just a pleasure to be here with you all. I love you both so much.
Thank you.
I don't believe I would be here without what you are doing for our YouTube community. Not at
Thank
all.
you.
So much.
That
Oh,
means so
that's
much. Thank you.
beautiful, April. Thank you. Thank you for having the courage to come here and speak about your story. You're going to impact so many people, and you're absolutely beautiful. I mean, absolutely
Thank you.
You are.
stunning
And
and
your smile
loving.
just your smile
Thank
just lights up
you.
the screen. That beautiful
Wow.
smile.
I
What
mean,
a
Thank you
beautiful
so
smile.
much. Thank
gorgeous.
you.
So we are going to let you tell your story any way you want to. The viewers are super excited. So without further ado, please.
Take it away.
Okay, thank you. Well, I can start from here. I think I'm among other people who grew up in a family eating pork and beef and fried chicken in vegetable oil, French fries, pork chops, all of that kind of stuff. We were raised on. I was raised on at least, but I didn't know the damage that it was doing to my body till much later in life. I saw my parents begin to get sick, and I couldn't understand. I thought it was just a natural thing that would happen in life as you get older. I never really put it that this food that we're eating is really, really, really killing us. I never put that together. I knew you shouldn't overeat, maybe not too much salt, and eat more vegetables. But we really have to make a conscious decision to eat and put the right foods in our body so that we can have optimal health. But our parents did the best that they could do. So once I saw my mother, she had diabetes and high blood pressure and congestive heart failure later on in her 50s. My dad, before he passed, he had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that to happen to me. I did not want that. I cared for them until their last days, but I did not want that to happen to me. So I knew I had to make a change. I really didn't know exactly what it was. I thought I just need to eat less of that type of food. Still that type of food, but maybe less of it.
Hmm.
And maybe I shouldn't fry chicken, maybe I should bake it or grill it. So I made changes like that a, a number of years ago. But then when I hit menopause, I started to gain weight, but I wasn't really eating anything more, but my metabolism was slowing down and the weight was coming on, and I couldn't get it off. So I knew I had to make different health changes for my health, and food was one of them. Because I've always been active. I've never been sedentary. I've always been active, moving, either working out in the gym or outside. I've always been active. But when menopause hit and I gained 30 pounds in like 3 months because of just the changes that was happening. I knew I wasn't eating it on. I knew I had to do something different. I knew I had to do something different to save my life because if I didn't, I thought I would die early. I thought I would die in my 50s. I thought I would die because of these health changes that health crisis in my life, but I knew it was a change that I could make that could save my life. I knew it didn't have to end that way, but I really didn't know what it was. So I started reading more about whole food plant based. And this was maybe I would say about a year ago. And I really didn't think too much of it because it's like I don't want to become a vegetarian. I don't want to do that. I don't think that's going to be good. I don't think I'm going to stick it out. So like a lot of other people, I tried all kinds of diets, all kinds of everything else to try to, but nothing was working. Nothing was working. And so I went to my doctor's appointment, my yearly physical, and my numbers were kind of scary to me. To me, when coming from a baseline of normal, and it went up to um like the actual word was um not, it wasn't diabetic, but it was like borderline, or words that were, yeah, that was words that were scary to me. Like, okay, this is real. This is real. I'm afraid. What do I do? And my doctor said, oh, just eat a little more of this, less of that. Maybe do some more exercise. But that wasn't enough for me. I'm like, this is my life, and you're just like, oh. So I really, really, really looked into to start taking the whole food plant based seriously. I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if it works. And if it does, great. If not, okay, maybe I can move on to something else.
Yeah.
But in April of this year, 2023, April, the beginning of April, I said, okay, let's do it. So I went and I bought a lot of vegetables, and I bought a lot of fruit, and I got, you know, the seasonings and everything. And then I saw your video, right? And I said, okay, I think it was the raw taco meat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. And I chose you, Angel, because um you're Italian. And I said, it's gotta be flavorful. It's gotta be flavor in it. It's gonna be flavorful. It's not gonna be bland. There's gonna be some flavor in this. So I tried it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. I had it like a lettuce wrap almost inside of the lettuce. I was done. I was hooked right there. I was like, okay, so if she can do this, then I need to look and see what other things that they can do. Like, I love salad, so I looked up your dressing, and I tried the ranch dressing, and I was like, stop it. It was just amazing. It was amazing, Angel. And also, I love that Terry was right there by your side. That you all were doing this together. And I just love the support that you were giving her. And then she was appreciating the support you were giving her. And she thanked you. And you were just right there. And I was like, wow, just as people, I'd like to just follow them. So then I started to notice. First, I wanted to do this just for health and a new way of eating, but then the weight started to come off. Like it wasn't a hard thing to do. I didn't have to run outside for an hour. I didn't have to, work out with weights for a whole hour. The weight was coming off, and I was just amazed. And I said, they really have something here. This is awesome. Something serious. So in May, I went to a get together with my cousins. We go every quarter. So when I met up with them, I said, I can't eat this, food that we have, that we're going to have here. I brought my own. So I brought my own food, brought my own fruit, salad, and everything. And they were like, oh, April, what are you doing now? Because, I tried a lot of things. And I told them, I said, this is whole food, plant-based. This is some serious stuff. This is real. And they were like, okay, all right. So that was only a month into me doing it. But when I spoke to my cousin last night and I sent her a photo, she said, oh my goodness. She said, I'm in. What is it? What do you have to do? I'm in. I'm in. So
awesome.
Without me having to really convince or push anybody into it, which I didn't want to do, I think the way I'm living, my lifestyle, my commitment, my discipline is showing through. And I go to my next physical in November, and I will see what my numbers will say then. But I know they're going to be great. I did have to visit my doctor in between, I think, for an ear thing. But he saw that my weight was going down. He's like, what are you doing? And I told him when I was going, he said, keep it up.
Wow.
Keep it up.
Awesome. That is an awesome.
Yeah.
Gosh, I cannot wait to hear what happens, because it is scary to get a pre-diabetic diagnosis. And I will be really curious to see what your blood sugar is.
Absolutely. You're 5 months into it, and you're already seeing, the effects, the weight coming off and just feeling better. And wow, that's amazing.
And you're affecting.
And I would not change. I would not go back for anything. To me, there's no such thing as a cheat day, because why would I dump poison back into my body
Yes.
when I know what it is doing for me? I have I had a problem with fatigue when I went to the doctor when I did all that blood test. I don't have that anymore. I can I don't get tired. I don't get tired after I eat. You know that
Right.
the way you used to get when you ate too much. I don't eat too much. I don't feel overly full. This is something that I'm going to just do for the rest of my life, and I do plan to live to about 100. So
Yeah.
I got a long way to go to
Amen.
do this.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
So yes, this is wonderful, and my grocery bill is not that high because I'm not buying meat.
Exactly. You're not buying meat, milk, and all this other stuff. Exactly.
No.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
oh my gosh,
Wow.
it is so not, that is such a great thing you just said, because people often wonder, that lifestyle is expensive. So what would you say about this lifestyle being expensive?
It's not expensive. What's expensive is going to the pharmacy and paying for all that medicine that you would have to pay for if you were eating meat and cheese and ice cream and all of that stuff. No. And especially the effects of what dairy just does to your body. I'm not coughing after I eat, my meal like I would be if I ate some cheese. This is not an expensive lifestyle at
I
all.
love the way you're
At
thinking about it because you're thinking about a big picture. You're not looking at what's immediately in front of you, but you're thinking big picture, long term. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yes,
That's what
yes,
sometimes I want to buy exotic fruits. And I know that sounds funny, but I get very excited about buying exotic things that I haven't tried before. And sometimes they seem expensive at the store. And I will say, well, Terry, I don't even know if I like this yet. I've never tried it. And I'm saying it's kind of expensive. He's like, what's expensive is going to a doctor, buy the $15 piece of fruit,
Right. Exactly.
So
yes,
looks like we're aligned.
yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, no,
So I wouldn't, some people take more care of their cars and their homes than they do their body.
yeah,
Wow. That's powerful.
So
That's
and
powerful.
and that's sad.
no. I agree with you. I feel like people actually know more about their cars, not only take care of them better, wash them, clean them, make sure they don't have gunk in them, but I feel like they know their cars more better than they know their bodies and what we were actually meant to eat. And that's why we kind of start to break down and we get diseases and our loved ones, start to deteriorate. And that's really painful to
It
lose
is. It is.
people.
It is very painful when you were talking about your parents and watching them suffer
Yeah.
and other family members. I can empathize with that because I did the very same thing before learning and knowing about the whole food plant-based lifestyle. And to your point, you don't know what you don't know. And but you did the right thing. You made up your mind. You're like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got to make a change. And you just took control. You took it into your own. Even after the doctor said what they were going to say, it was like, wait a minute, that don't sound right. That's not feeding me. That's not getting me what I need. So I'm going to go and do something different. And you did. Look at where you are. It's amazing.
Yes, and
And it's
we have to make that
I
move.
had
We have to
to
make that move to be
5%. That's awesome. You've stuck to it and you have conviction. I love what you said about I don't have a cheat day. We
yes,
always say,
yes.
who are we going to cheat? Ourselves? Who am I cheating?
yeah. I mean,
I
cheating
love the
is
food we eat.
it's not even considered cheating. It's almost like just pouring poison back into yourself.
Mhm.
Why would you do that? Why? No.
I
Mm-mm.
love that. So you you talked about how you researched the whole food plant-based lifestyle. How did you stumble across it? Did you just know about it? I'm just curious how you stumbled on it.
I think I was, I was searching. I think how I stumbled across it was, I might have been, oh, and that's another thing. The supplements that I use to while I'm eating a whole food plant based. I could have been looking for something like that. But no one actually told me about whole food plant based. I think I had tried so many things and I was tired of failing at so many diets that I didn't want to do another diet or diet program. I wanted a way of eating, a lifestyle way of eating that I could, use grocery store items, things that I just have in my house. And then I just thought about, wait a minute, wait a minute. How do I get the most nutrients out of food? How do I get the best out of what I have, what I can buy from the grocery store? I didn't want to go to another diet program. I didn't want to join another gym membership. I didn't want to do that. There had to be something. And I think that's how I stumbled across it. And also looking for that, I also found what was a good vitamin supplement to take while I am eating a whole food plant based. Because at one time I did started to get muscle ache, and I have a pinched nerve in my back, and it started to act up. And I thought, okay, well maybe I'm not really, you know, doing supplements right now. Maybe my muscles are saying we need a little bit more to help us along. Not food, but some minerals, some vitamins. And I was thinking I need to help my body. So I actually had to do some research on what's a good vitamin to take, because a lot of the things that they sell over the counter is filled with a lot of trash. you know, so I had to actually find the right supplement to do that. So I do take a supplement along with the whole food plant based lifestyle.
Awesome. Yep. We do too. We take a supplement one a day, and seems to work great.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to wait. Some people want to wait till somebody says, "Hey, you're deficient in this and that," and sometimes you don't want to wait. It's just a personal choice. Absolutely. And it sounds like I love what you're saying, because you're listening. The key thing that I keep hearing you say is you're listening to your body.
Yes. Yes. And you're doing the research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing the
Yeah.
research.
But her body's
Absolutely.
telling her.
Absolutely.
And she's doing what her body wants her to do, which I
Yeah.
think is
Yeah.
that's a key message if we just stop and listen. So you talked about your back pain. How are your aches and pains today, or how quickly did your aches and pains go away, or did they go away on your whole food plant based lifestyle?
I believe the whole food plant based lifestyle had a lot to do with how quickly I recovered. I really do. I believe if I was eating food that caused a whole lot of inflammation in my body, I believe I probably wouldn't be here, because I probably would be sitting in my bed in pain, or because I couldn't get up, I couldn't walk, I couldn't stand. So I believe that because I kept putting good things inside my body, good healthy things inside my body was able to recover faster. I do believe it. I can walk around today uh, with very little pain, very little, if any, at all.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
Wow. That is
Yes.
incredible. That is incredible. I want to ask, did you have any difference in your mental clarity, being more alert?
Say it again.
Did you have any difference in your mental clarity or being more alert?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the type of job I do, I have to be on point. And I, before this lifestyle, I had a moment with my supervisor, and I went to her and I was basically in tears saying, "Okay, today I'm a little off. I don't know what it is. I can't get it together. And this was before this. And I just had this, my mind just couldn't get clear. My focus wasn't on it. But now I don't even have that. I don't even
That's
have
awesome.
that feeling. I don't even have that, you know, fear of not being on point. I don't even have that. That is not an issue
Wow, that's
anymore.
awesome.
I just I just resonate with what you're saying because I feel like things that felt difficult to make decisions before, now you can just make decisions and you feel good about your decisions, you know?
Mhm.
And even if they're the wrong decisions, you're like, you know, I it's just I totally resonate with what you're saying. Totally.
Yeah, and I know I have this new energy inside of me. Like I wanna like I don't know how to play the piano, but I wanna learn. I
There
wanna
you
learn
go.
sign language. You know, it's just things that I just wanna do. And it's
Yeah.
like I have this energy and a desire and to do it. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's not stopping me. Before I would be tired, I didn't want to do much, and I kind of thought, okay, is this how it's going to be from for the rest of my life, like this? And I did not want to live like that. I did not want to live like I am so much better now. I just have so much zest for life.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
so
It
beautiful.
is.
It's just it's a vibration that you can't explain to people that, to be blunt, eat dead animal body parts. It just, they're dead and they're cooked, and then you're eating these dead things. And I think about it too, exactly what you said in the way you grew up. Italians love cold cuts, and they don't discriminate against any animal, honey. They eat it all. And with all of our pasta and all this great stuff, and it makes you tired, and you're just eating things that aren't really vibrational because they're dead.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And the neat thing about it, it's contagious.
it is
So
very
now
Yes,
you have family members saying, "Hey,
yes,
I want to
yes,
do what you're doing because
yes,
I
yes,
want to get on that train that you're on because it's heading in the
yes.
right direction." So I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yes. Yes. I'm excited about it because the thing is I didn't push them. I just let them see. I just let them
Exactly.
see.
You
And
let them see.
yes, and I was true to myself. I stuck to my lifestyle. I didn't give in to anything, and no, and I don't feel like I'm deprived. I don't feel like I'm deprived. Even if I want to go out with them, there's choices. I love water. I don't drink anything but water. Anything but water. I love water.
yeah, that's
Wow.
amazing. That
Wow.
really
That's a
sounds
good point
good.
that you don't feel deprived because a lot of people feel like when they go whole food, plant based, vegan, raw, whatever, you're right. It's deprivation. I'm going to be limited. But you've seen all the different recipes and not just ours. There's like hundreds and
Brilliant.
thousands, probably
Yeah.
millions of recipes of anything that you want to eat. If you want a
Anything.
cheesesteak, you can get a cheesesteak that's raw, whole food, plant based.
Yes.
It's not going to be cheese and steak, but it's going to be something that you love, something that you
It
enjoy,
tastes
and,
better to
and,
me.
and tastes
I
better.
find it.
Absolutely. So
Yes. It does. And you
you have
know
so many
what? And
options.
what I like about it is what we eat, what we're going to eat. We're not going to feel bad about it later.
Yes.
You're not
Yes.
going to feel bad about it later. And as soon as it's no guilt, it's none of that. You don't have to work it off. You don't have to. I love that what I'm eating is going to help my body. It's
Yeah.
not. I'm not going to regret that I ate that food later, or
Yes.
I feel as though, okay, I'm going to gain a pound from that. Oh no, no, I love that I can eat, and it's going to just help me and nourish my body and do great things for my body. I
And we have to
love it.
retrain our mind because I know exactly
Yes,
what you're talking about. He says, "Oh my God, I ate a couple slices of pizza and a cheesesteak or some French
yes,
fries. I need to get in the gym tomorrow and work out for two
yes,
hours." And
yes.
it's not
It's
like that. It's
counterproductive.
counterproductive.
It's
It is. It is
counterproductive.
It
counterproductive.
is.
So
It
just a
is.
total different way of thinking.
I love what she said about the food nourishes your body because food actually heals. It really does.
Mhm.
So if we eat these wonderful things that are there for us, we heal our body.
We do.
And to April's point, You don't have to continue to go to the doctor and take prescription medications and all these chemicals. Just eat.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just incredible. So, talking about eating, April, can you tell all the listeners what you eat in a day, approximately, on an average day?
Yeah. Okay. So when I wake up, I make a smoothie. In my smoothie, I have banana, I have celery, I have hemp seeds, I have dates, I have lemon and spinach, a bunch of spinach, as much as I could pile in there. And I don't, for my most of the liquid, I just use water. I don't do the almond milk, or, I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but I just choose to do water. And it turns out to be wonderful, phenomenal. So that's what I
Sounds
start
delicious.
my,
Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
yeah,
You have to send
I
us the
start
recipe.
my, yeah, I start my day with that. Then oh, I might need to add this, that I'm an intermittent faster.
Okay.
So I start eating like around 11 and I stop around 5ish. And I stop around 5ish because prior to this lifestyle, I was suffering with acid reflux. So I didn't want to go to bed late on food.
Yeah.
But now I don't even suffer with that. I don't even have that problem. But I still stop eating at 5 because I don't want to go to bed. I stop eating 3 hours before going to bed. So for lunch or like 11 o'clock, I have my smoothie. The smoothie fills me up so much that I'm eating like maybe two or three, and I don't snack in between because I just don't have the desire to snack. So for my dinner or late lunch or dinner, I'll have beans, black beans or pinto beans. I'll mix that with spinach as well. I have tomatoes, and I have your sauce, your ranch, and I'll pour that over. I'll put that on a almond wrap, almond tortilla, almond um, tortilla,
Yeah.
and so I'll put hummus on it, and then I'll put the beans, and I'll put the spinach, and I'll put the tomatoes, and I'll put your sauce, and I'll sprinkle some nutritional yeast on it, and I'll eat the wrap.
Wow,
Wow.
you're so creative. That sounds so good.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, so I do that, and that's usually around 3:30, and I'm not really hungry uh, at all. If I am later, which is kind of really not, I may eat some fruit. I may eat some fruit.
Yeah.
But that's about it. But I drink a lot of water, and I don't have to put a whole bunch of stuff in my system because my body is getting its nourishment. It's not seeking anything else. When you feed it junk, it's telling you I need some food, but give me the right food. But we used to give it junk,
Yeah.
and your body's
But you're
still
eating
like,
real food.
please help me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're eating real food. Exactly.
yeah,
I was going to ask you about that. Now that you don't eat, I don't know what was your favorite junk before,
right.
but processed food or whatever. But now that you don't eat that, how do you feel about your craving? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because, well, I'm going to let you answer. How do you feel
How do I feel about what?
your cravings? You have
Oh,
the
I, I, you know, it's when I have a craving, it's usually for a banana or a salad or the wrap I was talking about or the smoothie. So I don't have cravings for, like, my favorite thing was chocolate cake.
Mhm.
That was it. I didn't have a whole lot of other things, but there was chocolate cake, and I would just some before this lifestyle, somewhere in that week, either I was having a brownie or some chocolate cake or something. But now I don't have those cravings at all. Sometimes it still blows my mind. It really does.
Yeah.
And I love pineapple. I love grapes. Oh, I still have to get to you all salad. I gotta make that salad. I gotta make it.
Our go-to salad.
But but I have fruit around. I don't do but I don't really have any cravings that are crazy like that. And if my body is craving something, it's usually for something that's healthy that I have right there. But I usually don't have any cravings. I eat only when I'm hungry.
Isn't that awesome?
She learned that so early. It took me a couple years to realize that exactly
Yeah.
what you said. And when we eat a lot of sugar, even if it's plant-based or vegan sugar, we crave more things than we actually need. And those foods are triggering those cravings. And when we cut those out, like for me now that I've learned, it took time, but when I want something sweet, like you said, there's so many sweet and juicy fruits at our fingertips out here that are fresh and delicious.
Yeah.
And that's what I eat. If I know, I'm like, why am I craving something salty? Then I'm really craving something savory. I'll have a gigantic salad
Yeah.
filled with everything. And I'm so happy and satisfied. So it's like I wasn't really craving salt. I was craving something savory. So again, but you learned it so much earlier than me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that you learned so much in a short amount
Yeah.
of time, and you
Yeah.
set yourself up for just great success. I mean, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I think what I love about this is when I went into it really not expecting anything. I went into it thinking, okay, this is just going to be something that I'm trying that I did before, like all the other things. It's just going to be something. I'll just try to see it, and then when this doesn't work, I'm looking for the next thing. But when this started to work, and the health benefits, and when my family saw the weight coming off, and how I felt the energy that was just coming along with it, I said, this is it. There's not going to be any other thing that I'll try that I will need to try, because this is it. And this is just how I keep saying it, and I'll say it to the end. This is it for the rest of my life. This is it.
Yep, because it's a lifestyle. It's
Yes.
not a diet, and
Right.
you're not
Yeah.
deprived, and you're not hungry, and you don't feel sluggish. It's like, April, why would I want to not feel this way?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're saying. I know.
Yeah.
Right, it is a lifestyle, so it's easy because it's part of your life. You
How
know,
you live.
it's how you live.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. On the other lifestyles, on the other diets, you look forward to. I look forward to that day where I could cheat and have that chocolate cake, or the brownies. Oh, okay, when my birthday comes, I'm gonna cheat. I'll just have a slice of cake. But the information that you gain from researching this and researching the health benefits, and then you start to live it, and then you start to feel it. First of all, I thought, why was I even putting that other stuff in my body? How, because our society is addicted to sugar, and now I think, why would I even do that now? Like, there's there's no cheat date. I don't even think about it. It's just, you just keep going forward. Celebrate on your birthday. You just have a nice big salad and, and smoothie you or whatever. It's just going to be another day of eating great. That's my birthday present to myself. Just
Oh,
put more goodness into your body.
that is
Yes,
so awesome.
I
What
love
a
it.
great,
I love
what an
it.
amazing gift.
I love it.
Oh, I love
yes,
how you look at it. Your outlook is
Right,
just,
so positive and
she's
just
so
so
yeah,
vibrant.
inspirational.
You're
No,
just
it's
so
great.
yeah,
vibrant. It's
yeah.
unbelievable. So I know you started this 5 months ago. You could already have impacted your family and all the people listening here. I know you've impacted me. Um, it's a lot to just jump in all by yourself and do what you've done. I really think you're wonderful. But where do you think you were headed if you wouldn't have found this or made this change? Where do you think you were headed? And can you share with the viewers, if you don't mind, how old you are?
Okay, say the last part again.
Can you share with the viewers, if you don't mind, your age?
Oh, my age? Oh, sure. I'll be 59 on the 29th of this month.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And I just, if I had the opportunity to speak with someone who was on the fence about it, I would say, how long do you want to live? How do you want to feel in the next years of your life? Do you want to be in pain? Do you want to walk around with sore joints? Do you want to walk around in a brain fog? Do you want to always feel heavy and clogged and just unwell? Nobody wants to live like that. This lifestyle is worth a try to better your life, your outlook, to have the days remaining to be full of energy, to have the energy to do whatever you want to do, travel or start a new career or a new talent, anything you want to do, but with energy, you have it just feeling great. I just cannot say that enough, that this lifestyle just makes you feel great. Like life is worth living.
Love it.
So,
Absolutely.
I'm just so thankful, and so I feel so blessed to have met you all,
Oh,
to have
thank
to
you.
have
Thank
to
you.
have you have crossed my path, because I don't think accidents happen. I like this. I think it's not a coincidence, and it was a purpose and a reason that our paths crossed. So thank you, Angel. Thank you, Carrie.
Oh,
Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. Oh my
That's so heartfelt.
goodness. Do you feel, oh my gosh, I'm just like glowing. Um, do you feel more positive? I mean, you seem like you're like, Terry's my Maya Angelou. I don't know if he's ever had a bad day, but do you feel more positive now, the way you eat, or has that any of that shifted? And you seem like you're a very energetic and positive person to me, so that might be a tough question.
I think I think well, I've always been a positive person. I've always loved being happy. I've always loved and having happy people around me, and people who want to do good and who want to just help people. I've just been that type of person, and I like people like that. Um, I think just before starting this lifestyle, I think I was starting to really think that I was going to be sick for the rest of my life, because how I was, the numbers that came from the doctor, and I thought I was just going to be sick. I thought that's how I had to live it. And so I think it hit me like, no, you have a choice in this. So I just decided I don't want to be sick the rest of my life. I'm not going to go out with high blood pressure. I'm not going to go out with diabetes. I'm not going to go out with anything dealing with my heart. Nope. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I did not want to be sick. I wanted to be well, and I wanted to enjoy life being well, not being sick. I wanted to enjoy life and live the best I can being well. And this is the lifestyle that helps me do that.
Yes. Wow. What a
That was
positive.
that was
What
couldn't
a
have been
positive.
better said.
What a positive message.
Wow. So
That's amazing.
made a choice. You made a choice.
Yeah.
I think it starts here. Do you think it
And
starts?
it's the weight that I, if I were to gain weight, or if I were to, uh, stay stuck, it's what I put in my mouth. It's if I'm gaining weight, it's because I'm feeding myself that.
Mhm.
And no, no, I don't want to feed myself that. I want to feed myself good stuff. And that's just where I am. That's what it is. I'm not going to be sick because I'm making myself sick because I'm eating that horrible food. No, I want to eat healthy food that's going to just, you know, give me the energy
Right.
to
Well,
live.
it's neat.
So
It's neat that food has. I mean, you're already, you said you've been a positive person, and it's nice. It's neat to see how the food is at healthy food is accented that. So now you're even
yeah,
healthy.
exactly.
Have
Yes.
a more positive outlook and have more to
Yeah.
live for, rather than thinking, oh, I think I'm going to get sick. So now you can avoid those sicknesses and illnesses, and really enjoy your life, like you just said. Living late in life. So
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. And then you get the chance to share it with your loved
Yes.
ones and your family. So like we're sharing it with
Yeah.
you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
support from others, April? Where's your support system?
Say it again.
Do you get support from others? Do you get
I
support?
do. I do. I do. My kids are in their 20s now. So my son is out of the house, but my daughter, she still lives with me because she's got a plan to move later. But she definitely encourages me. She hasn't joined the plant-based lifestyle yet, but she sees what I'm doing and she's so proud of me. And she says, Mom, keep going. She said, you look great.
That's
Keep
nice.
going. So yeah. So sometimes I'll make a little sauce or something and she'll say, okay, so is this your sauce or is this part of the thing? And I was like, yeah, you can taste it, try it. So she's dabbling in it, but yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
That's awesome.
absolutely.
really,
Yeah.
that's so great. Did
Yeah.
you have any struggles with people and the negativity? Where are you going to get your protein from? You know,
At first, if I did when I first shared it with someone, but that was quickly squashed because I kept going. And so they kept seeing the weight loss and they kept, I'm not falling out sick because I have less, I don't have enough protein. No, so I think that was quickly squashed because they saw the results. But that was the only little bit of negativity. But I didn't allow it to stop me, and I didn't feel as though I needed to explain to you every single thing. You'll just see. But normally, most of my responses, if I share with anyone, are positive.
That's great.
Are
That's great.
positive.
And, and,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to prove it with your blood work because all of our
Yeah.
blood work, I mean, it's our protein's gone up, calcium's gone up, cholesterol,
Yeah.
everything's going in the right direction. Cholesterol
Yes.
is going down, blood pressure's
Yes.
going down. So everything's moving, right?
Yes.
But it's all moving in
Yes.
the right direction. So you can't argue
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
that's
And I used to wake up and it would take me a while to get started in the morning. I used to feel sluggish and I just, like, okay, let me hurry up and get up. But no, now I wake up before my alarm goes off. I'm waking up and I'm ready to start my day.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
that's
yes.
just
That's
so,
awesome.
that's it. Yeah, that feels great. It feels great.
that that's that's amazing. So when you started the lifestyle, it sounds like you jumped right in, but did you jump right in or, what did that look like? Did you
Uh,
clean your refrigerator out or how'd that work?
Absolutely. I did. I did because of my age, I said, okay, I don't have time to mess around. I don't have 2, 3, 4, 5 years to try to play around with this thing. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I cleaned out my refrigerator and freezer, cabinets, everything of what I had that I knew wasn't good for me, or that was going to cause me a problem, cause me to stumble. I cleared it out. And when I cleared it out, I went to the grocery store and got what I needed
Good for you.
and got what I needed because I wanted to succeed on it because I was tired of other things. Of trying other diets. I wanted to succeed. I wanted, and when I first when I first tried when I got all this stuff for your recipe, I'm thinking I was like, okay, this gotta work. This has got to work. Please let it be good. It's gotta work. It's gotta work. And I was open minded, and that was it. I was hooked. I was hooked. I was hooked.
That's amazing. I can you have so much conviction and fire in your belly. And it's what I always say, if you make your mind up, you can do anything.
Yeah.
And I love it. What I remember when we first cleaned out our fridge and our pantry, it was a cleansing,
It was. It was, yeah.
very cleansing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also got a lot of inspiration from you all on this end. I think you were sharing that you had your PhD, you were
Mhm.
going through that, and along with that, I think both of you all earned a nutrition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Certified
like, okay,
holistic nutrition. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, okay, if they can do all of that, if they can do all that, I can make this decision and make this lifestyle work. This is just one little focus thing that I'm doing. They have like 20 things going on in their lives, and they're still reaching out to help us in this
Yeah.
community. So I can imagine all the work it takes to get your wonderful work out here to us. And I'm thinking, okay, I just need to make the decision make this thing work, to do these recipes. I can do this. If they can do all that, I can do this.
That's
So,
awesome. That's beautiful.
Love that.
yeah,
That's
Like,
beautiful.
this is why we have been doing what we're doing.
Yes.
Just for that
That
reason.
reason, yeah.
Just for that reason. I mean, oh my gosh, this is
yeah,
so wonderful to hear.
yeah,
Thank you
yes,
so
yes.
much. And
And
going back to your, go ahead.
I hope that okay, my battery is telling me it's trying to go low. But I hope that, can you still see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I hope that in the future that I will be able to inquire the information or some certifications or some type of um, learning or license to help people along the way, just like you all, like in my community, in my
Yeah.
church, local people here where I can help them. Because, a lot of people want to know, what do you know that makes you so worthy to help us? A lot of people do that.
Yes.
So, yeah. Yep.
You
Yep.
know
Yeah,
your
they want to know
So,
your
experience.
credentials. Yeah.
yeah. But
You're
I just want to be able to help people.
Yes. And you are what you're doing, just your lifestyle change, your experience, what you're doing. You are already doing so much. And let me tell you, anything I can do, anybody can do. I'm not special.
No,
And
you're right.
so,
And you touched on it. Just by you, you know, the weight loss, the mental clarity, all those things, the blood work, that right there gives you
Yeah.
credibility to help other people. And you get a
Yeah.
certification. I think that's great too. But it's
Yeah.
just by living and by doing it
yeah,
and just having the positive results, it's
Yeah.
incredible. It's
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
What would you, your battery's going low, so I think it's
Okay.
important.
Can I take a moment to plug it in?
Please,
Sure, absolutely.
please do.
Okay. One moment. One moment,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you all so much for listening and tuning in and watching. These stories are so inspirational
Yes.
and wonderful to hear. And we hope that you find the inspiration that you need from these everyday people. I mean, April is absolutely beautiful. She's beautiful. I can tell just by talking to her. She's beautiful on the just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. And going through these experiences, I remember when you and I went through these experiences and jumping up out of bed and feeling all the aches and pains are gone and blood work is great. So thank you so much for listening. And if you're encouraged by April and everything that she's saying,
Okay, we
I
should
know
be
I
okay now.
am. Great.
All right. Thank you.
I think that
Thank you.
if you want to write to Terry and I at plantbasedlove22@gmail.com, we'd love for you to tell your story too. Because what April is doing today is very impactful to people. So we appreciate her so much.
Absolutely.
All right. I am so glad you're plugged in because I was getting stressed because I want you, if you could, if there's somebody out there on the fence or who just happened to tune into this and was like, oh, wow, this is really interesting what April is sharing, what would you say to other people? What would you tell them?
I would say you are worth saving. You are worth saving. You're here. You have a purpose. Treat yourself like you love yourself. You are worth saving. You're worth the effort to put all the good things inside of your body. I think put yourself first before anything else when it comes to your health, because this lifestyle will give you everything you need for energy, for clarity, for for you to have time with your family and your friends and your job, for you to be the best you that you could possibly be. You are worth it.
I love it. I love it.
Wow.
You're maximizing your life.
Yes,
Wow.
You're just, yeah, I love it.
yes,
I love it.
Uh, wow.
yes.
That was awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Incredible. I'm speechless. I'm never speechless. Is there anything, honey, you want to add?
Yes.
No, I think we touched on everything. Your story is just so beautiful, and you've just you know, I think you're right. I think about everything that you're doing, everything that you've learned so quickly.
Yeah,
And it's just going to propel you just to do such great things,
yeah,
and continue and touch so many
yeah.
people's lives like you said you want to do. There's no doubt in my mind that you are going to do that.
Thank you.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
And it
Thank
makes you
you.
feel good, right? It makes you feel good inside, like we're trying to share with you and share with others. It just makes you feel good inside. So I'm just so blessed that we had a chance to meet you and had a chance to just hear your story and learn more about you. So I'm just blessed.
I
Thank
know.
you. I'm so grateful that you both decided to do this. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. I would never have. I just would not. I would not have been able to. I don't think I've gone. I would have gone on my own to present anything on YouTube to tell my story. I'm still, my community around me is. I think that's what I'm thinking about. But to reach other people, that's amazing. Thank you for allowing me to do it. I'm just so thankful for you both, and your journey is just amazing. You're just gonna go so much bigger, and I'm so glad that I met you right here. So
You're so
yeah, so thank you so much for what you're doing for all of us.
You're welcome, and
Yes,
we do it for you. We do it for you, and we do it for everyone just like you. So no, it's amazing. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. April, is there anything else you want to share with the community before we sign off?
No, I just want people to continue and to know that I want them to love themselves, to put themselves first. Everyone is worth it. Everyone is special. We all were here for a reason. And if they are tuning into this, it's because they are special and they need to know that they are loved and you all care enough about them to do this for them.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you, I have a newfound inspiration today, and it's just, I'm on fire. I have all this fire and energy in my belly now. I'm like,
Oh, good.
get off the
Good.
stage. Like, Terry, what else can we do? Oh,
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
thank
Really
you.
Thank
appreciate it.
you. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Terry. I will continue to watch. I'm here. You know how to reach me now. So
I know.
Absolutely.
if you need anything, if you want to say anything, just please. We are not strangers now, so I'm here for you if you need anything.
Thank you so
Anything.
much. Thank you so
We
much.
are family for sure. So, viewers, if you liked this interview, please like because I loved it. And do all this stuff. Please subscribe. If you
Please
like what
subscribe.
Terry and I are
Absolutely.
doing. And thank you, April. You're beautiful inside and out. Thank you to all the viewers. Terry and I love everybody. Have
We
a
love
good
you.
one. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.